What is up, guys? My name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel. I have a mic on, so hopefully if this is better, if the audio is better, please tell me in the comments, because I really want to know. And I thought, and you can probably tell by the title as well, I thought I'd try 100 miles an hour with £100. This was an original idea from Flight Test. If you don't know who Flight Test are, they're basically a whole group of guys and girls and whatever. They do airplane reviews, they do builds, they do stuff they basically do everything on my channel that I do, except they have millions of subscribers, a website, funds and stuff like that. They have the whole shebang. They've got a lot. And if you aren't subscribed to them, go off and subscribe to them as well. But they were the ones who gave me this idea, because I saw their video, $100, because they're in America, $100 for 100 mph. I thought I'd try that in the UK with an RC car. Now, they have the advantage, because they fly RC planes, yeah, they have like they don't really have the wind with them, but they have like a force, a moving force that's continuous with them. I don't. The continuous force for me is a motor, and they don't have gravity or like aerodynamics. Well, they do have aerodynamics and stuff like that. They have that for their planes and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is basically they're continuously going forwards, while I am not. So I've got all the parts that I need inside. You guys know the setup of my car, but if you have been keeping up as well, you'll know that my car is really, really undergeared, and it goes 40 miles an hour while it's really, really undergeared. And I just took it out as well again because the little bit that goes in between the metal of where the gear pinion goes, not the gear pinion, but the big gear in the middle of the car, that bit fell out, so I had to put in a new one and use Gorilla Glue and stick them together. So yeah, but now that's back together. I'm going to be keeping that same big pinion, and I'm going to be using 42 tooth pinion up to that, and hopefully that'll get to 100 miles an hour on 3 or 6S. I don't know what we'll do. I might try and get it on 4S. Now, the reason I want to do this video is the same reason that Flight Test on their video. I like to get things cheap. The drone that I got was cheap. It was like £30, and usually all the RCs that I get are under £100 or are £100 or just over £100. That's all that I've stuck with. So I always like to do videos with cars that are cheap, that are worthwhile getting, that are worth your money. And that's basically what they done with the airplanes. They wanted to get the most from your money, and that's what I'm wanting to do as well. I'm wanting to show you guys what you can do with a little amount of money. Well, I'd say little, it's £100, and that's quite a lot, but still, it's little in the RC industry anyway. You guys know, this is my car. It was originally a HSP drift car, but then I transformed it into an on-road racer, and it has changed a lot. It's got magnets, it's got a new body. And obviously this body isn't very aerodynamic, so I need to find one that's going to be pushing the car into the ground, not lifting it up off the ground. But yeah, this is all from HSP. The ESC that I have is a 5 volt, 0.12 amp, so yeah, 12 amp, 0.12 amp ESC with a fan. All these parts well, the motor and the ESC are from HSP, and the motor and ESC both cost around about £100. So with the car and the upgrades, that'll be £100. But well, 200. But but it's not about what I had the thing first. It's all about the actual setup and what you've got in it. Because if you're doing a kit will be expensive, but it will be quite cheap as well. So if you get what I mean. As you can tell, I'm really tired as well. So yeah, the motor is what was it, a 3,300 kV motor, and on 6S this thing barely gets hot. I tell you that. The motor and the ESC stay very, very cool. Well, moderately cool. It is warm, obviously, if you're running 6S with such amount of power. It is slightly warm. It's not hot. It's not really, really overheated like my off-road monster truck is. So yeah, there's really, it looks complicated with all the wires everywhere as well, but it's really not. It's just very simple, very cheap, because it is £100. So, what you are gonna have to do is, well, I think it was actually under £100. I can't quite remember, but all the things to get to go 100 miles an hour, hopefully 100 miles an hour, will be just over £100. So, the only thing I'm waiting for is the gear pinions, and then once I get the gear pinions, once I get them installed, I should be able to get some speed runs with you guys, and should be able to maybe hit 100 miles an hour. I just want to say this as well: do not attempt builds like this. Do not attempt 100 mph builds unless you're very experienced with RCs. I'm not saying I'm very experienced. I just know what I'm doing with these. So if you don't know what you're doing with them, if you don't know how to control them at such high speeds, I wouldn't recommend doing a build like this until you've had more experience. And that is because, I'm saying this because I've seen a lot of crashes, a lot of accidents, as probably other RCers have if you've searched up 100 mile an hour RC cars, which you probably have if you're an RCer. But you've probably seen a lot of crashes and cars crashing into people. Now I saw this one video, which a lot of you probably have seen as well, is this guy was doing a speed run with his car. It veered off towards him at around about 100 miles an hour, 99 miles an hour, something like that, and it smashed into his leg. He felt like he couldn't stand up, and he needed stitches for his legs once he got to the hospital. And that's why I wanted to say, don't try this unless you know what you're doing. If you are going to attempt this, and you are going to try and do this thing as well, if you are experienced enough, get slicks for your tires. You want to get slicks. You don't want to get like cheap little ones like these. You want to get proper slicks. That'll give you a lot of grip. Well, these are proper slicks as well. They are really grippy, but not grippy enough for 100 miles an hour, because when you're going 100 miles an hour, you need to think about your aerodynamics, your aerodynamic efficiency, how much power you're going to need, how much throttle you're going to need to give it, how much steering you're going to need to give it. There's a lot of things that you need to think about and what could go wrong. And like I said, there is some serious stuff that could go wrong. And you don't want to be using magnets for your car as I do, but that was just for, like, I don't know, show, I guess, or for races, or when I go to races or something. But, you know, you always want to be safe. You always want to make sure that your car's not going to overheat, which I'm going to definitely make sure, because I'm not wanting £100 to go down the drain. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see flight tests, 100 mph for £100 with airplanes, you can go check it over on their channel. Just search up 100 mph for $100 for 100 mph flight test. I can't believe that. I can't put links on my videos, unfortunately, because I use an iPod for my videos. But oh well, I'm gonna attempt this. Hopefully, I will. Please give me luck. I'm praying this will work. And hopefully the gear should be here soon. I'm gonna go check on the laptop as soon as I finish this. Well, as soon as I finish this video up, I'm gonna go check how long they have left to deliver. And I'm basically doing this as well because I've finished the trailer. I haven't finished it yet because I've still got one of you lucky people out there to go on there when I go to events. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would mean so much to me. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!